Okay, so now we're going to use the checklist, Genie.
Okay.
And Dexter, we're going to do yours first.
What?
Yeah, man. We're going to do yours together. Now, here we go. What is your topic, Dex?
Leadership. Leadership.
Okay. Anything about leadership?
Influencing those around you. How about that? Influencing people around you.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Who's our target audience?
Leaders or people of influence. Can I go with that? Okay.
Person of influence. I mean, I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Well, if it reads jacked up, we'll change it. What kind of? I mean, that at this point, dude, we're typing crap in and whacking a button. If it don't make sense, we'll type some other crap in until it does. I mean, it's gotten to that point now where it's so easy. Come on, man.
Let's go.
Okay. So,
what type of checklist?
What type of checklist?
Do mistakes. 7 mistakes.
Mistakes or mistakes to avoid?
Yes, mistakes to avoid.
Let's just put in mistake. Now we're just going to put in mistakes. How many you want?
7.
7. You love that number 7, man.
I do.
All right. Now, little thing. Checklist you would have written yourself if you had the time, only faster. You know, if you weren't like, I only have 45 seconds to make content. So I would have written it if I only had 45 seconds, you know?
Yes.
So let the Genie grant your content marketing wish. Note, you can click the blue text and it will regenerate stuff. And then, of course, disclaimer, fine print that everyone should read.
Yes.
All right. So create 5 to 10 compelling titles for a 7-item mistakes checklist about influencing people around you. I have no idea what it's going to give me, but let's do this. Almighty Genie, give me.
Come on, Genie.
Oh my God, I love this. 7 worst ways to influence people around you.
I like that one.
Let's do it.
You got something with that one.
Create a short introductory paragraph for a mistakes checklist about influence people around you. You should probably change that to influencing.
Okay.
But we'll do this. All right. If you want to influence people around you, here are a few things you should avoid doing. This checklist will make sure you're not making any common mistakes that will cost you their respect or trust. Dude, that's good.
That's good. I like that.
Because you know why? Because it's the Genie. And the wizard is in charge. Hold my beer, because the Genie is going to make a 7-item mistakes checklist about influencing people around you. You ready?
Well, that's what we're going to get.
Bam! Not knowing your audience, not being clear on your message, not being authentic, not being vulnerable, not being relatable, not being likable, not being genuine. And now I'd like to invite you to get a copy of my latest book, How to Make Enemies and Alienate People.
Yes. And the sale is 0, except your mama.
Actually, it would be, hey, your mama. What are we? Oh, wait, different. Okay. My mom would buy it. The thing is, we just made content, dude.
Huge. This is what I've been waiting for months.
All right. So 7 worst ways to influence people around you. Bam. Yeah. I love it. I love this. This is funny. If you want to influence people around you, there are a few things you should avoid doing. This checklist will make sure you're not doing any common mistakes that will cost you respect or trust. Not knowing your audience, not being clear in your message, not being authentic, not being vulnerable, not being relatable, not being likable, not being genuine. But
dude,
bam!
That could make somebody's day. They could read that, chuckle a little bit, and keep it moving. That could be one of them viral Jimmies right there.
A viral Jimmy.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, and now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking to yourself, oh my God, that's so amazing. There's no way that this wasn't copied from somewhere. This wasn't scraped from somewhere. This had to have been ripped off. Like Stu Smith said to me the other day, I was showing him the Genie. He's like, I think I wrote that. And I said, oh, okay, well, yeah, you did. But he thought he actually wrote the thing. So I'm going to grab this. And we're going to come over here to Copyscape, which Copyscape is the web's oldest and one of the most respected plagiarism detection tools. And I'm going to show you how this is. Stop. Don't want to do that. I just want to log in. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to paste this stuff in here, and it is going to check to see if it's copied from anywhere. And no results found. So this is considered
I'm gonna put my
original.
name on that one quick. So if anybody else comes out with something like that, I would say no. That you have taken that from me.
So a couple great questions that people have asked. Somebody asked, I used the Genie this morning to build a checklist and it's super brilliant. That's awesome. This is a great question. This next one, and Dexter actually asked this one yesterday. If many of us use the Genie, will we come up with the same or similar content, or will our avatar setup differentiate us enough? So the whole point of this is to use the avatar, because your avatar is who is what this is all built around. So the bottom line is, if you put in the exact same stuff, and you might say, okay, would we all get the exact same answer? Well, let's hit the button again and see what it tells us. Okay.
Or we have somebody out there like Monty or somebody put in what we put in and see if it came up.
Okay, now look at this. It's completely different. I didn't change anything in the thing. Yeah. And it's completely different.
I like that.
So, and somebody says avatar with the Genie. Yeah. If we load, we can, let me hit refresh. But the whole
keep his on break anyway. He's on break from his job anyway. So he's just popping in.
Right. So we load the avatar, like here's one for fill my webinar scripts. Okay. So filling your webinar is the topic, struggling entrepreneur. So, I mean, you know, this is mistakes to avoid. Okay. And then I can put in a different number, but yeah, all of these genies are directed by the wizard. That was the whole point. Now that I've explained that.
Yes, you did a good job with that.
The Genie. Okay. So like, remember the King Midas? King Midas, what did he wish for? Everything I touched turned to gold. And then he touched his daughter. She turned to gold. He touched food. It turned to gold. And he ended up starving to death and being totally miserable because the thing that granted him the wish took him literally. Yeah. So with all of this technology out here, artificial intelligence, large language learning models, all these different things that we've created, this unique blend inside of content marketing scripts, is all directed by the avatar, which is all about your customer and giving the right commands to the Genie. You use the avatar. Yes. It keeps it organized, but and focused. But the thing is, even we just used the same stuff again and hit the button again, it gave us something completely different. So I mean, this is truly writing original stuff. This is what I want y'all to understand. So let's do this one, and then everybody, I mean, okay. Do I need to put something up on the clock? You know, I'll put 2 minutes on the clock so you can load your avatar and do this, okay? But let's do this.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do the filling your webinar one. I want to show you, they've got a couple different versions of this. So let's do this one. Create 5 compelling titles for a checklist specifically for a struggling entrepreneur. So this one is just on the topic. Now it's the audience and the topic. Now let's see what that gives us. And then I'm going to do like y'all do, man. I'm going to just start whacking buttons, okay? So I'm not even waiting, okay? So I just whack, whack, whack. So here we go. So here's how to maximize your webinar attendance. That's cool. If you're struggling entrepreneur, webinars are a great way to reach larger entrepreneurs. But before you read, you need to make sure you have ducks in a row. Checklists help you plan and prepare. Hey, that's pretty good. Create a catchy. Dude, this is good stuff. This is good.
It is.
I could teach a class around this.
I wrote
Dexter wrote. Oh, Dexter wrote this. Okay.
Yes.
So now I'm going to download this as the topic audience checklist. Oh, who'd like to see something really cool? You're like, oh, this is amazing. I would like to share this on social media. Oh, notice your Hello Woofy button.
Yes.
Bam. Say the bam. Bam.
Bam. Put it up there. Let's go.
Okay. So here we go. So all I got to do is just, oh man, I got too much stuff flying around. I got stuff flying around. Okay. So we'll come back to this in just a minute, because this is going to be my blog post. But over here in the Hello Woofy, which title do you like the best? How to fill your webinar? You like that one?
That works.
Okay, so snap. All right. And there you go. I'm done.
Come on, man.
So all I need to do is I could add a call to action to that, and then I add a picture, and then I get it scheduled.